Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session we are going to learn about types of statements in Python and statement flow control. When we talk about the statements of Python, statement is nothing but a small unit of action we can say. The first type here is a empty statement, that means which does nothing. Then why do we need this? We need this sometimes there may not be any logic, but as per the syntax we may need to have some statement there. So at that time we will be using, it is nothing but a simple keyword, it is pass. So just it will be passing the action to the next statement, nothing else it does. Next one, simple statement. So any single line executable statement. For example, we can say print hi, or maybe you are taking input, or maybe assigning a is equal to 10. It may be like this, anything. The next we come, which is more important, here it is a compound statement. So that is a group of statements executable as a unit. Compound statement has a specific form to write. First we need to write the header line. Header line always starts with a keyword and then ends with colon. And then next to that lines of statements will be there. There may be one or more than one statements together under this header line. All will have one indent at the same level. For example, I have if A is greater than B colon. So this is the header line which starts with if, which is a keyword, and ends with the colon. So after this header line, any statement is given, it will be given after a indent. And then if you want to have more statements, the same level of indentation will be followed. Okay, let us move to statement flow control. Maybe in sequence, or by selection, or by looping. Sequence means statements are executed sequentially. For example, given here statement 1, after that statement 2, after that statement 3, and then so on. Example program here, A is equal to 10 and then B is equal to 50 and then C is equal to A plus B and then we print C. So one by one it flows. Next we have selection. Statements are executed depending upon a condition test. See, for example, the condition is given. So whenever the condition is given, there are two chances. One, that condition may be true, otherwise it may be false. When it is true, and then it will be executing some statements. Otherwise, if it is false, then that may have some other statements to execute. Sometimes if condition is true, then there will be some statements to execute. False, if there is no statement, then it stops only with the condition whether it is true. That's all. For example, I have given a part of program here. If A is greater than B, again the same condition I have taken. Print A, it prints. Then print some hyphen there. This is for your understanding. Many statements I have given. If it is false, we will have some other action. Printing B, print star star. In this case, if false, no statement to be given, and then we will stop like this. Next we come to iteration. Repetition of set of statements depending upon the condition test. So there will be a condition given in the loop. So if the condition is true, and then it keeps executing the statements, and then after all the statements get over in that particular header, again it starts coming to check the condition. If it is true, again it continues the statements until that goes false. So these statements are the loop body. If the condition is false, and then it no longer will be executing the loop body and exit the condition. So that is come out of the loop. Here is an example. A and B both are assigned with 5 and 10. While A is lesser than B, A is equal to A plus 1. So A is equal to 6 and then it prints, and then again it comes to the loop. the old value of a is 6, and then again it adds 1, it becomes 7, it prints, and then it becomes 8, it prints, and it becomes 9 and prints, and then it becomes 10, and that also when prints. When it becomes 11, it is no longer lesser than b, so it will jump out of this loop. So this is just an example, you don't need to understand the complete program here. We will elaborately see each and everything in future. Just I showed you to understand the flow of control, nothing else. So let us also execute this on the IDLE and check. Here is IDLE window. First let us check the pass statement. So pass does nothing. I just say a is equal to 10, then b is equal to 20. I don't give any other action here, pass, it does nothing. You cannot understand when we run this program, it does nothing. If you want to understand, I can give it in the selection statement. For example, I say here, if a is greater than b. See here, we also see the compound statement. See now this become header, and this is the compound statement here, else print a plus b I give. So if a is greater than, it will not do anything. Let us check. This will print a plus b because a is smaller. Now let us just change this a one more one here, so it becomes greater, it does nothing. But you need to give one statement here. Without one statement you cannot work. See, for example, if I remove this, okay, without this statement it will not run. Right? You understood this. While a is lesser than b, I say print a, and then I say a is equal to a plus 1. So until a is less only it will do. See, if I remove this and then 10, a is less, until 19 it will do. It is not even equal to. So let us check. See. So when it becomes 20, then it is no more lesser than b. So it stops. Students, I hope it is very clear for you. We will meet in the next class. Until then, bye.